It's Southern Smoke, baby.
Break them out real bad. I'm so blowing up these myself. I'm breaking them out real bad. I'm breaking them out real bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Citystreets Sports. We're here live from the pad, from the spot. I'm here with my man H2O Paper Stacks, Mr. 5-3. I am your host, Mr. Big Game. They call me Mr. Big Game James, Mr. Big Game, Mr. 7-1 to you, my friend. And we come out of a sensational, just epic divisional round of NFL playoffs, as they call me, Big Game James, 7-1 right here. Predicted. Just put it down. We down to the NFL Final Four up in here with the Patriots and the Ravens and the Niners and the Falcons going down. We got the Ravens at Foxborough against Tom. I got so many Super Bowls, Brady. We got the Niners going off into Matt Ryan's house, where Matt Ryan finally picked up his first W in the playoffs. And if you'd have been listening to what my name is, if you'd have been listening to Big Game James, okay, you would have known that Matt Ryan, you took Matt Ryan. So we're gonna start in the NFC because I know where we going with this, with the AFC side, but on the NFC side, Atlanta, San Francisco. Where you want to go? You want to speak on some of last week's game, NFC? What you got?
Man, we're gonna start with the San Francisco Atlanta game. We're gonna talk about this week. There ain't much to talk about last week. I mean, that game with Atlanta and Seattle was close. I don't even want to talk about it. That made no sense. When you can't hold Matt Ryan for 25 seconds, I don't even think you should deserve to be that close. 25 seconds. As a defensive coordinator, there's something you doing wrong. All you gotta do is hold him for 25 seconds. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you about that one, because I was a little disappointed that Russell Wilson had that little comeback going, and for 25 seconds they couldn't stop Matt Ryan. Well,
let Big Game James here, you know what I'm saying, give you some knowledge off in here. First of all, I told America Seattle was not that good, okay? The wheels at some point was going to fall off. What did I tell you about putting 8 men in the box, okay? Now, Russell Wilson had a great game, okay? I predicted that Russell Wilson would struggle. Almost, I want to say, 378 yards through the air. Russell Wilson, sensational game. Got to give up mad love to Russell Wilson in that game. But when you talk about Chris Clemens being out their best pass rusher, it was only a matter of time. Richard Sherman just getting the I just got burnt so hard award over there with my man Julio Jones doing his thing. Look, it was simply due time for Atlanta to finally break through. It don't matter how they did it, don't matter what the circumstances was field goal, touchdown, whatever it was. Matt Ryan clutch, come through, closing seconds, put Atlanta in the NFC title game against the San Francisco 49ers. Who you taking?
San Francisco. I don't even think Matt Ryan was pretty confident himself that he was even going to pull out that game in Seattle. Look, he's getting ready to break down the crowd to me. So I got y'all. Same as solid. There was no question, there was no doubt that y'all was going to beat Green Bay last week. And y'all continue to look solid. I see y'all in the Super Bowl, man.
Well, let Big Game James talk to you for a second, okay? Now, I know this is the NFC title game, okay? You're never about predicting blowouts and thinking. But Atlanta, you know, everybody in this area, you know, they excited for Tony Gonzalez. Let me tell you something. Tony Gonzalez is about to be a victim of unfortunate circumstances. You got the juggernaut rolling into, and what I mean the juggernaut, this San Francisco offense, okay, for the past 2 or 3 years, all we talked about is San Francisco's defense. We talked about Patrick Willis. We talked about Dante Whitner. We talked about Deshaun Crazy Man Golson. You know, we talked about Aldon Smith, Justin Smith. We talked about all these defensive guys, you know, this defense. But now it's the offense. 579 yards total offense, over 300 yards on the ground between CK7 and Frank Gore. Let me tell you something. It's what I told you about Denver. It's what I told you about Green Bay. Teams that don't run the football well this time of year don't last long. And when I say the juggernaut's rolling through, when you got an offense that this time of year is putting up 300 yards on the ground, okay, bands will make her then. Rams make it there. That's what I'm talking about. And come Sunday, look here. Atlanta, you're going to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't care if we was playing in Atlanta. I don't care if they was playing in our backyard. I don't care where they was playing. This is going to be a straight big boy beatdown. Atlanta's not ready for us. We going to go through in Atlanta, man, and then we just going to start the buzzsaw, and we just going to get the wham all day long. My dudes going to the Super Bowl on the quest for 6. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing at all. CK7. Hey, look, don't doubt the player eval. What did I told him about CK7 earlier in the year. I said that was my man. I said when Alex struggles or for any reason that Alex comes out of that lineup, he ain't coming back. It was like a scary movie for Alex. And you know, Alex said, "I'll be back." No, you didn't, Alex. You didn't make it back. Alex got caught around the corner and somewhere, and little Jimmy got him. Okay,
got little Jimmy.
Got by little Jimmy. Alex to my man CK7. Big time ups to my man CK7. And we look, Niner Nation. We excited, definitely. Like I said, we never predict blowouts in title games such as these, because these are the elitist of the elite athletes when we're talking about football. But our defense is simply gonna punch Atlanta in the mouth. You know, we're not Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, you guys, great season. Season's over. I'm taking the Niners. I think we're a 4.5-point favorite in Atlanta. Look, we're gonna look. I'm not a betting guy, but I'm telling you, if you're putting on that spread, you might say we're gonna cover that with easily 300 yards on the ground. Look. Just keep on doing the thing.
Yeah, I had a question about Richard Sherman smiling after getting burnt by Roddy White. Since when do we smile after getting burned by a touchdown?
Well, that's why he at home.
I mean, have you ever smiled after, you know, getting humiliated like that?
Well, that's why he at home.
And headbutting, slapping hands.
Well, you see, he kept doing the thing after. You know, I don't know if he was saying that they was crazy for throwing on him, or if he was self-admitting that he was crazy. But now, we don't have to see Richard Sherman no more.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, because it helps me, you know, feel better. I mean, he didn't make no sense to me. Like, doing this, like, is he more worried about himself or his team? His team lost. I don't know. I guess that's another question for another day, I guess, because he's smiling after getting burnt. So
I don't even care, because you know where he at?
Oh.
He at home. He at home. The consensus pick, who you taking the NFC title game?
49ers.
Taking the Niners. Niners completing one side of the bracket. And now we move over to the AFC side of the bracket. The Ravens rematch from last year's NFC title game with the New England Patriots going into Foxborough against Tom I got so many Super Bowls Brady. It's your team.
You asked me who I'm taking?
It's your team.
You asked me who I'm taking? Taking the Ravens. What you mean? Ain't no question. I'm taking the Ravens. Look, we came close last year. You know what happened last year. We talked about it last time. Billy he tricked it off last year. All right. We got the rookie Justin Tucker. He proved himself last game in a double overtime against the Broncos. By the way, rookie kicker making winning field goals. So I don't think the field goal game is any question. We've never got blown up by New England. This game is going to be pretty close, and it is going to come down to a field goal, and I believe in Justin Tucker. This game is coming down to a field goal. I don't care what the look is. The look is we're going to get shredded by Tom Brady. That's the look. No, we ain't getting shredded by Tom Brady. Name a game where we got blown out by the Patriots. Name one. Exactly. They've all been close. And this game's coming down to a field goal. It's the best of the best. This is the year, the time, the moment, the spot, the place. We're going to the Super Bowl. It's Ravens time. Ray Lewis last year. What better way to send him out but going home with a ring? He'll have 2 in his career. Come on now. Taking the Ravens. I don't care.
Yeah, you wanna know how Ray Lewis gonna go out? You wanna let Big Game James tell you how Ray Lewis is gonna go out. Big Game James about to tell you. 15 points, just a big boy beat down by Tom I got so many Super Bowls Brady in Foxborough, okay? It's not even gonna be close. You talking about a field goal, you might get a field goal in the first half, okay? Look, here's the thing. Nobody was more delighted, okay? Overjoyed. I wasn't overjoyed. It's the simple fact that I told y'all about the Broncos being overrated. But let's keep it real here, okay? You guys didn't win that game. Last week. You didn't win that game.
Stop.
You did not. If there is any Ravens fan in America, okay, that believes for 1 second that y'all won that game. You didn't win it. The Denver Broncos lost that football game.
You have to play good defense to make Peyton Manning throw interceptions.
You didn't play good defense, okay? When you look at the 2 touchdowns by Noshawn Moreno and Brandon Stokely on how they scored, it was stop and goes, okay? Both times, stop and goes. They teach stop and go routes to defend it in kindergarten, okay?
I don't think you can play football in kindergarten.
You start teaching it in kindergarten how to stop a stop and go route. So keep in mind, okay?
You don't think they're not going to adjust?
Look, here's the thing, okay? When you talk about playing this time of year, okay, and your cornerbacks are getting beaten by Brandon Stokely, okay, and a running back and Noshawn Moreno on stop and go routes. It wasn't even Decker or Demarius Thomas. It was Noshawn Moreno and Brandon Stokely killing your corners on stop and go routes, okay?
Okay.
So
and when them stop and roll out, what did them stop and go routes get them?
Hold on. So your corners. All I'm saying is that your football team isn't playing good football this time. You got lucky when your corners are getting beat on stop and go routes on the same side of the field to the same corner of the end zone, and then you're giving up not one, you're giving up 2 special team touchdowns. Okay, who does that? I'm gonna tell you, a team that sits there and gives up touchdowns, okay, on stop and go routes, and who gives up touchdowns on special teams, okay? That's a team that's going up against the machine. That's a team that's going up against Tom, I got so many Super Bowl Brady's, and Wes Welker, and Brandon Lloyd, and Aaron Hernandez, and Shane Vereen, and Stephen Ridley, and friends.
Okay. What did he do last year in the Super Bowl? He choked, okay? When he do in 07, he choked. Twice, 2 years. Eli, that's why he got 2 rings. Okay, he choked. He told. He ain't get another ring. He ain't get one on us. What happened? Okay,
is that your defense?
He ain't got it in him.
Your defense is he don't have it in him. While he was in the Super Bowl winning, okay, y'all was at home vacationing, okay? The thing about it is, okay, last year y'all were completely healthy, okay? That was a healthy Ravens team.
And we could have went with the 5th.
And you found a way to lose the ball game.
That was Billy Cundiff's fault.
Now you have a banged up Ravens defensive unit, okay? Terrell Suggs has got 1 arm, okay? Ray Lewis, whatever he separated or broke, okay, it's not completely healthy. Ed Reed's about pushing 80, so at any time I expect him to just fall over, okay, and need some oxygen. Look, here's the problem. You had career games, okay? You had a career game. Joe Flacco, 300 yards passing. Ray Rice, 120 plus on the ground. Torrey Smith, 100-something through the air, 2 touchdowns over Champ Bailey. Anquan Bolden, game of his life, okay? You needed career playoff performances by each key piece of your offense. And what I'm telling you is, 2 weeks in a row, your team is peaked. It's done. The run is over. Everybody wants to run and jump on Baltimore's train now because, look, the thing about it is Denver wasn't that good and the run is over. You might not want to admit it, but the run, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots are systematic vices of destruction. And when you have a football team that struggles to defend, okay, stopping goals, when you have a football team who struggles to play special teams, okay, the writing is like Michael Jackson would say, the writing's on the wall. If you believe for 1 second that you gonna walk into Foxborough and beat Tom, I got so many Super Bowls, Brady, with the way that y'all playing, you might as well go watch water polo or horse racing or synchronized golf or something.
About this, it just be like the same thing can be compared when Seattle blew y'all out, okay? Nobody say, if you could have said, okay, since Seattle blew y'all out, then y'all ain't gonna do nothing in the playoffs. We still in the AFC Championship game for a reason. We still good. We still in there for a reason, and we gonna beat the Patriots. We beat them in Week 4. We already know what to do.
You bringing up.
We already know what to do.
You bringing up a Seattle game, okay? That 1 wasn't in the playoffs. You bringing up a Seattle team that 2 we already beat. You bringing up a Seattle team that 3 didn't win the division, okay? So that whole Seattle reference is irrelevant. And 4, you bringing up a Seattle team who lost. They're already at home, okay? The thing about it is, Tom Brady, where y'all gonna go? What are you gonna do? Okay, I think they kept Andre Johnson, no touchdowns. You have nothing on your squad even comparable to Andre Smoking Guns, Hurricane Johnson, okay? Nothing.
Anquan Bolden is better than Andre Johnson in the playoffs. in the playoffs. Better than Andre Johnson in the playoffs. You didn't tell me you didn't see that touchdown catch where he got the ball and his arm. You just didn't see it.
You talking about the Denver Broncos and Tom Brady. More importantly, you're talking about the Denver Broncos and you're talking about Bill Belichick. Okay, you want to go comparing John Fox, lifetime loser. Okay, Peyton Manning, lifetime. Look, okay, one Super Bowl. As long as he's been in the league, I'm not gonna call Peyton Manning a loser, but he don't finish when it's crunch time. He just don't do it, okay? But you're talking about John Fox and Peyton Manning as compared to Bill Belichick and Tom. I got so many Super Bowls.
Why did he win last year?
Why wasn't y'all there last year? Because he sent you home, okay? If you want to ask the question, why wasn't Tom Brady there? You should be asking the question, why did Tom Brady send you home?
Doesn't matter. He lost, didn't he?
It don't matter.
He lost the time before that too, didn't he?
It don't matter.
He didn't make it back the time before that, did he?
That is your one recluse of factual presidencies that he's lost Super Bowls.
We already beat him
in week 4 of the regular season.
Yep. Already beat him. Doesn't matter. We already know what to do.
Listen here. When Tom Brady and friends smack you in the face, punch you in the throat, and you see Ray Lewis over there on the sideline crying, and they zoom in, okay? I want you to be right next to the TV, and I want you and Ray to cry together, because that's what's gonna happen.
You know, I'm gonna laugh so hard if Matt Ryan sends y'all home.
That's what you want, but it's not even matchup possible. Y'all listen, y'all couldn't even hold Jacob Tammy, okay? Tammy was taxing you, okay?
Did he get a touchdown?
Ronnie Hillman was taxing you. Look here.
Are we in the top 10 for run defense?
The thing about the Broncos was number 3, and where they at? Where the Denver Broncos?
Okay, so as I said, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
It just a play.
It don't matter.
Okay, like I said, you don't know what numbers is gonna do in the playoffs.
You got this Prince vibe going on right now. I feel like you in your feelings, like baby. You in your feelings, okay? I know it's your team, and you want to be emotional, and you want to be, we're gonna win. But you know what? Tom Brady is about to lay the smackdown, dude. Tom Brady is about to just do it. He about to go zapping Roger. Just do it, Roger, do it. He about to do it. Tom Brady. Look, I'm done. I'm moving on. Look. Patriots by 15 and a blowout and a little bighorn, and it's not even gonna be simplified.
You won't put it on the record though.
I just put it on the record.
Put it on the record. You ain't gotta make it known.
It is on the record that the New England Patriots is about to kick in the craniums of the Baltimore Ravens. That game, it'll be over by halftime.
You placing any bets on it?
We already placed bets on it. I want my money.
Put it on the record right now.
I want my money.
20.
I want my money.
20. It's on camera. 20. Shake on it.
I want my
Shake
money.
on it. 20.
I want my money.
20.
Who you taking?
Baltimore.
I'm gonna so enjoy this.
And you said, and the bet was 15 or more.
Big.
So
15.
So if we lose by 5.
No, y'all not gonna lose by 5.
If we lose by 5, I still get 20.
You're not gonna lose by 5.
I still get 20.
Look, y'all losing by 5 is like the whole oxygen thing, okay? It's not even comparable. Tom Brady is about to go off in there. He's about to go C4 to your door.
I think this tree is helping with that.
The C4 to your door. NFL MVP, I'm done talking about the Ravens. Because then after next week, I'll officially be done talking about the Ravens. And I'll be sitting here looking at you like I'll be looking at Bronco fan. And you'll have no answers. Because the only thing you'll be able to say is, that's why he gonna lose next week. That's all you got. That's all you got. NFL. Moving on. NFL. And moving on. NFL MVP. We gotta do a little plug here for a second. Man, I hope Tom Brady just detonates y'all for 8 touchdowns and 675 passing yards. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. An ALA and Core brought to you event. We're bringing to you the Night of the City sensational gala here in the city of Wichita, Kansas, August 17th, 2013 on a Saturday at the Mid-American Indian Center in your city, Wichita. We are raising the awareness, the flair, the pizzazz, the attitude. We are bringing innovation to the city of Wichita and how we celebrate as a community. We have a lot of individual celebrations and gatherings throughout the city, but not one time do we ever had a gala that has just represented all cultures and all individuals within the city of Wichita. We're talking about awards, we're talking about dinner, we're talking about beautiful young ladies, we're talking about great clothing sponsors, and we're talking about great individuals behind the scene really pushing to bring Wichita that innovation and that sense of change in a great way. Class is what we're looking for. You see it scrolling across your screen. Visit the site notcs.com, Wichita. This is your event. Get involved. Get some nominations going. Buy some tickets. That's on there too. But check out the event. Give us some feedback. Give us an email. notcs.com. Brought to you by ALA Enterprises and the local nonprofit organization of CORE, ran by my man Mr. Brandon Johnson. And also shout out to my man Mr. Brandon Johnson for fighting and trying to get some funding for some youth programming around the city of Wichita to get our young people to work, because Lord knows they be racking up bills, racks on racks on racks on bills, and they need to get paid like debt. You got a debt ceiling like the U.S. government up here, and I need my money or I'm going to start invading countries, okay? Anyway, before we run out of time, NFL MVP, now that we've moved on to the Final Four, will be Final Two here in about a week. Peyton Manning, Adrian Peterson have been the hottest names mentioning for NFL MVP. We've heard some others thrown up in there. Aaron Rodgers, guys, that have had, for most years it would be MVP winning years. But to me, there's only two names that's really worth talking about, and that would be Peyton Manning and Adrian Peterson. Throw out the fact that both guys are coming back from major injuries and major surgeries. I don't care about all that. MVP means to me most valuable player. Okay, MVP means that if I take this one guy off the team, that whole franchise may collapse. You know what I'm saying? That's what MVP means to me. When you're talking about, obviously the numbers are dynamic. When you got guys that they're winners. They're guys that went to the playoffs. But that's what the MVP. Who you taking for MVP?
I can't pick. I really can't, because if you take Peyton Manning off that Broncos team, I don't think they make the playoffs. And I know for sure if you take AP off that team, they ain't making the playoffs. But AP came 9 yards short, though. I am probably going to roll with Adrian Peterson, though. He had a really great season, was 9 yards short from NFL single rushing record. And he really tore it up this year. It was really unexpected. So I'm wrong. AP, who you wrong with?
I'm gonna tell you who Big Game James will take. Okay, Big Game James is taking Adrian Peterson. And it's not even a question. It's not even close. Okay, Peyton Manning, Tim Tebow took the Broncos to the playoffs and won a playoff game last year. Okay, so let's not make it seem like that the Broncos cupboard was bare. Tim Tebow time won a playoff game in Denver last year. You take Adrian Peterson off of that Minnesota Vikings squad and leave him with sorry Christian Ponder, okay? No way, no how, no come, no Vikings going to the playoffs. When you're talking about a running back who consistently saw 8 men in the box, Percy Harvin gone to injury. Nobody else even is on the other side of Percy that was worth mentioning. You had a rookie tight end in Kyle Rudolph, who was probably the team's best target down the stretch, and then you got Christian So Sorry Ponder. When you know what's coming, especially when you're talking about the running game, and you're putting 8, sometimes 9 men in the box, as the Steelers did last year against the Broncos with Tebow, so it happens. So when you see 8, 9 men rolling into the box, and you got a guy that's still lawnmower man you over for 120, 130, 140 yards a touchdown or a game, and you can't stop it, that is just an unspeakable will. Peyton Manning, great season, over 4,000 yards yet again. But when you're talking about a running back facing 8 men in the box, the team's main offensive threat, everybody's game planning for him, and he don't even just go for 1,600, 1,700 yards. My man rolled for 2,000 yards. Crazy. That's AP. That's all day. It's not even a question. I don't even have to fathom that. That AP gets my vote, and I hope America and the sports writers, they do the right thing. I know Peyton's been a nice story, although that interception that Peyton threw at the end of that game, they say that postseason stats and postseason performances aren't supposed to factor in to regular season awards, but we all know that that's not true. So the lasting memory that we have of Peyton Manning, and Peyton's had that criticism throughout his career, is that he can't finish in the big games. And come see, come saw, Peyton Manning ends the Denver Broncos season with yet another pick. But at the same time, that wasn't the only play, because that Hail Mary missed by Raheem Morris. Okay, if Raheem makes that play, we talking about Tom. I got so many Super Bowls and Peyton Triple OG Manning in the AFC Championship game.
Look, and nobody told Raheem to make the play, to make the step, make the run that he did. All right, Jacoby Jones made a terrific catch and happened to go for a 70-yard touchdown. Don't hate.
Well, yeah, I'm not. Why I have to hate?
Because you made that.
What am I hating on?
If Raheem
What am I hating
Morris would have took the right step in the right direction, he just been there in the right time. It wasn't even happy. Y'all wasn't even the one that game. But for you forgetting the fact that Peyton still threw that interception and he still took that knee and he still had a pick 6 earlier in the game. You making it sound that one play dictated the whole game.
Let me tell you something.
And
Okay?
Torrey Smith burnt Champ Bailey.
Let Big Game James, who brings a 7-1 sparkling record, okay? Let Big Game James educate you on something. This word hate, okay? Let's talk about this word hate, Ravens fan, okay? Well, you want to compare franchises, okay? John Taylor, okay? Roger Craig, okay? Have more Super Bowls than your entire franchise, okay? Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Ronnie Lott, okay? Super Bowl count 5. You have 1. John Taylor over your whole franchise. Don't use the word hate, okay? Your franchise has nothing for us to hate on, okay? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You have 1 Super Bowl in your entire existence.
And we get one. And we get one on February 3rd.
Y'all ain't even gonna be there.
Yeah, we are.
Y'all ain't even gonna be there.
Yeah, we are.
Look, you know what? You and Ray gonna be in the same spot come Super Bowl Sunday, watching my man CK7 battle Tom. I got so many Super Bowls. And you know the interesting story about the Patriots and the Niners. That's the Super Bowl pick from a year ago. That's going down. The interesting story about that Tom. I got so many is going for 4 Super Bowls. The tie Joe Cool against Joe Cool's former team. That's hot. That's a storyline. That's what the people want. That's what America's gonna get. Cause I'm gonna tell you why. The run is over. You don't look at. You want to think emotional. You know, your team has faced hurry up at this. Okay? You talking about Andrew Luck, push you to a little hurry up. Peyton Manning, push you to a little bit faster hurry up. Now Tom Brady is going to be snapping the ball before your defense gets set. You got your special team players crying, talking about how the Patriots run offense. Let me tell you something, America. When a player is crying a full week before the game.
So what specifically was he crying about?
He said that the Patriots offense was a gimmick. Because the way they were snapping the ball before defenses got set.
And who was that?
And you publicly crying. He starts on your special teams.
But
he has
who
a Ravens jersey. You do the research. I can't pronounce his name. I'm not about to butcher it. It was like Adebayo or something like that. I just butchered it. But it doesn't matter. He started. The funny that the same special teams unit that gave up 2 touchdowns.
Okay, he's on special teams for a reason. So whether or not he cries about them snapping the ball too fast is irrelevant.
I can't wait.
Listen to him. It don't even matter.
I can't wait. I hate to see you emotionally distressed.
I hope John Abraham hits CK7.
But this Sunday, when Tom Brady just come through and go biggie and he kick in the door, that's gonna be it. It's gonna be over by halftime, and I can't wait. America, if you plan on watching the Patriots and the Ravens, make sure that you have your DVR set to something else, because around the second half of that game, you're going to have a lot of free time on your hands to watch some water polo, some synchronized swimming, some team golf, some whatever else that they play. It might be some volleyball on or something. Because let me tell you something. No way, no how, no come. Tom Brady is about to look, that's all I got. I'm not going to say nothing. I just can't wait. We're a few days away. That's it. I'm going to tell you, I'm already searching the TV. I'm going to watch like old reruns of like Oprah or something, Dr. Phil, because you're going to need Dr. Phil. You're going to need some therapeutic work after Tom Brady come in and just do what he do.
I ain't nothing else to say. I already told you, Baltimore's going to win. We've already beat them once. We already know what to do. Whereas if you say, it's in the regular season, it's in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter if they're in the regular season, if y'all won that game, it's in the playoffs now. Tom Brady got so many Super Bowls. And we already know what to do. Ain't nobody scared of Tom Brady. Okay? We're done. Who's scared of Tom Brady? What's there to be scared of? Okay? No. He choked. He didn't choke twice. He didn't win a Super Bowl in the last 6 years. He didn't win a Super Bowl. He didn't choke twice. Okay? Done. Nobody cared. And he only won last year AFC Championship game off a missed field goal. Okay? That's how close it was. He lost. Don't matter.
When you have a team like it's a well-oiled machine, and you have a team who's getting beat on stopping goals and giving up special team touchdowns.
And granted, Tom Brady did get sacked by J.J. Watt, so he can get hit.
Patriots by 15.
He
Blowout.
can't get hit.
Blowout City. The only way y'all gonna be hitting him is y'all better hope the Pro Bowl next week. That's the only thing y'all gonna be doing beating on Tom Brady is the Pro Bowl. Cause after that, you better go play some Madden or something. Cause it's about to get real Tom Brady about that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been City Street Sports. We'll be back at you next week when the Final Four has been decided. Super Bowl pick, Niners and the Patriots, and my host here is Ravens and the Niners. But get a good look at his face now. Next week is gonna be the spirit tragedy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is City Street Sports. We will see you next week. We're out of here.
I'm breaking them out real bad. I'm breaking them out real bad. I'm breaking them out real bad. I'm sure pouring up these rides now.
Now I gotta work my wood grain wheel. Popping trunks, popping pills, still popping seals. High in the hill with my mind on meal. Keys and chains swinging, bank chrome, shiny grill. Baby, I got $1 million dreams with my mind on cream. I'm in that mean green machine, clean on 19s. Flat screens in the headrest, swinging like a swing set. Brandy wine paint wet, come and dine, it's a bit.